I will vote. Hey, vote Donald Trump. Jamaicans, how far? You know the surprising things about these Jamaicans is you guys check these comments that I've attached here. You guys read this comment that is attached here. Jamaicans said they will prefer to die in the US than to go back to their country. Jamaicans, Jamaicans for Trump. What's up? What is happening? I thought this will only affect some of us. I never knew it's gonna affect you people. And now you people, it is not only the Americans say they prefer to stay in the US and suffer their life out. You see, when black people were talking, you guys think proximity to whiteness will actually keep you safe. Not all Jamaicans, anyway. Some Jamaicans, in fact, 70% of Jamaicans voted for the orange man. Yeah, they did. They did. They were always screaming and joining that woman that was singing, I will vote, but Donald Trump. Anyways, welcome back to the channel. My name is Sonia. Subscribe, like, comment, and share. Credit belongs to the original creator of every single clips and stitches we have in our today's episode. And guys, with that being said, let's just get right into this video. Let's watch the powerful moment for Jamaicans, and I'll be back with commentaries. I'll be back. Disclaimers, please, this is just for educational purposes. And I want to say a very big thank you to every single one of you liking my videos, sharing my videos, dropping commentaries. I do not take you guys for granted. You guys are absolutely the best. With that being said, let's watch. I'll be back.
Jamaicans for Trump. Come here. It's your turn. Jamaicans for Trump. It seemed like most of you didn't learn anything from Marcus Garvey. I realized that. A lot of you Jamaicans, you didn't learn anything from Marcus Garvey. Get what I'm saying? So I'm going to teach you, and you're going to learn on your own, right? What not to do. And the things you should not support. See, what's happening now is a lot of Jamaicans, they're on the Trump Trail of Tears. How did they get there? Supporting MAGA. Yeah, I know you're out there. I see a lot of you on TikTok floating around, Jamaicans for Trump. And they'll say, well, you know, at least you don't like gays. Gays? You worried about gays? You're worried about the wrong thing. Here's what you should worry about. Worried about getting a visa, right? Worry about getting your green card and your dreams and aspirations of becoming an American citizen. That's what you should be worried about. Don't worry about gays. You understand me? How can you be a Jamaican? You come from an island that produced Marcus Garvey. He's one of the national heroes in Jamaica. And you are a Trump supporter. You must be crazy. You must be crazy. And then your defense is that Trump doesn't like gays. Okay, we know he doesn't like gays. But that doesn't give him a pass as a person that you should support. You get what I'm saying? Because not only doesn't he like gays, he don't like you either. Get that in your dome. A lot of you will be in chrome. Peace.
It's always good for plant good seed, yeah, than abroad. You know, so the shoes that when don't drop off, so it's like it don't surprise me. So coming January 21st, Trump banned 75 countries, including Jamaica. You understand? And suspend them, the processing of them visa and all of that. So all the Jamaican and all the Jamaican now, they tell themselves, okay, me renew my thing to come up and, you know, and everything just. But remember, me not drive no fear in that one. Me just read up here a while ago. Remember, so there's still a God. God never fail. A man is just a man. A man is just a man. You understand what I mean? Things can be depressing. But just pray. I'm going to tap that phone call.
Jamaican can't go foreign again. We as Jamaican can't. No, we can. It's just becoming harder to go to the US. You know, the US have sent out a travel basically ban on Jamaica, suspension basically. But what they are saying is that people who already have, you know, paperworks in terms of visa and stuff like that, you know, their paperworks will continue to process. Just to make it clear, if you have paperworks like that going on. But it's becoming harder for Jamaicans to go to the US. But is this a bad thing or a good thing? I don't believe it is a bad thing. But you know why I don't believe it is a bad thing? It's because I believe we have been given an opportunity that we need to get. An opportunity where we have to look within our country and say, yo, as a Jamaican, let's make our homeland. Let's make this place that we call home a better place. And let's demand more from the people who are in power to ensure that this country becomes a better place, as we also work with them. So I think that the mindset of many Jamaicans living here have to shift. And we have to show the world that, listen me, we have the potential to behave ourselves, and we have the potential to make our country great. We can build infrastructure. We can make, you know, governments can make policies that will benefit the hard-working Jamaican. So we don't think that we have to go foreign if we have a good life. Because a lot of Jamaicans still have the notion, this idea, that if me no go foreign, nothing na go on for me. And in reality, and a lie, it's true. Because a lot of people achieve so much only because they have traveled to places like the US and Canada, and even some cases small islands that is doing way better than Jamaica, even though we have more resources than them. So you see, we have to demand more. And I think that now is the time that we say, yo, we want a better country. We want a better Jamaican, a better Jamaica. Because no longer we're going to take the embarrassment from other nations, because them know how much we depend on them to have a better life, especially for the poorer class of people within this country. So my prayer is this, that God will touch every heart of every Jamaican, that we will strive for better, that we will shift our mindset and know, say, yo, this is not game. This is the future of my country and the future of my children and my children's children. Our foreparents didn't fight that we should remain in slavery, whether physically or mentally. It is Marcus Garvey who says, emancipate yourself from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our mind. You see, now is the time. Time is here that we need to make a difference. And we need to stand up as a nation, as a country. And I want to say this. Let's make Jamaica great. Donald Trump said, make America great again. No, we need to say, let's make Jamaica great than it has ever been. Be blessed, be safe. Let's go.
I saw the headline of 75 countries being banned, including our lovely home Jamaica. All right, may I follow the process? I'm going to make sure somebody can reassure you and give you some clarification onto this issue, right? All right, cool. So what is being slowed? So these are the immigrant visas. These is individuals who are moving to the United States permanently. So it simply means like the family sponsorship green card, the employment green card, and the green card through the lottery processing. Things that are not affected: the tourist visa, the student visas, and the temporary work visas. They're still being processed, okay? If you already have a green card, you're good. If you already have a visa, you're good, all right? You're good. Now, what is happening is that this is not a target for Jamaica, okay? All right? This simply means that they receive a large number in volumes of processing these green cards, and what they want to ensure that these things are done correctly and the screening process is done thoroughly. So it's going to be slowed. It don't mean it's going to be delayed, it's just going to be slowed, and they're going to take a longer time, all right? So if you already have an appointment and everything set up, just expect delays, okay? I'm just here to reassure you. The more I learn, I come here so we don't know.
And maturity is really realizing that Trump is correct. Maturity is realizing it. He may not be your favorite person or most, one of the most favorite person in the world, or one of the most liked person, but he is correct. You left from all the way at your yard, and you get filed for go live in America, and you gonna go sit on welfare. What? The move announced by the Trump administration is aimed at curbing what it calls abuse of America's immigration system by foreign nationals seeking welfare and public benefits. State Department spokesman Tommy Pigott said the pause will last while U.S. authorities reassess immigration procedures. Other Caribbean nations on the list include Antigua and Barbuda, the Bahamas, Barbados, Belize, Dominica, Grenada, Haiti, St. Kitts and Nevis, St. Lucia, and St. Vincent and the Grenadines, with the notable exclusions of Guyana and Trinidad and Tobago. No matter how we want to put it, Trump is correct. He is correct. What he is saying is a lot of people who get filed for them coming to the US, and instead of saying, I'm going to find a work, them not find a work, them sit down on government welfare. Come on. I agree with what I said. This man is saying that a lot of the issues that US have to deal with, a lot of the monies where US have to spend, other countries, them not spend that. Them not spending that kind of money. Why is it that the US always have to take up these things for you? You come in my country, and instead of go look at what the government have to take care of you, and your tribe of pitting them will come. It's unfair for you. It is unfair. Me not see no what Trump say, right here, so what would me find wrong. I don't see it. I genuinely don't.
This is rough to see. There are people who I know who have been waiting to be reunited with their families. And the wait is going to be even longer now. May I talk people will wait 10, 9, 11 years. Me tell them already, say 18 years me wait. And I'm not the only person who has waited that long. So imagine now, where you don't even know how long this is going to take, how long this pause is going to be. So this only affects people who are on filing. It's about immigrant visas. So people who are trying to get tourist visas, you can still get that. The thing is, people who are on filing, it's hard for you to get a tourist visa because how you gonna show ties to Jamaica, how you gonna prove say you plan to come back to Jamaica when you're already saying to them that you plan to live in the US. That's what you want to do. So they hardly give tourist visas to people who are on filing. This just made a ball. Me barely make it by the skin of my teeth a couple months ago. I know.
No, on the travel ban list. All the 75 countries, they add Jamaica on the travel ban list. Why am I so emotional? Guys, I just got a call. I'm literally getting ready to go live. But just get a call that they add Jamaica on the travel ban list. They've been banning countries like crazy. Now, us Jamaicans are on the list, right? Which we were talking about this morning, but I'm not going at that. No, what you must understand, if you're here in the United States, you're married to your US citizen, you're still going to file your adjustment of status. This don't affect you. If you're here in the US, you're married to a citizen, you go ahead and file your papers. That's not what's going on right now. Who is this going to affect? Your parent, your kids, your spouse in Jamaica who have to go through the consular processing. So persons who have a B1, B2 visa, this not affect you. Still fly in, still go back home. Persons who are being filed for, petition for, meaning your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, your child, your spouse who is a citizen or a green card holder who are filed for you while you remain in Jamaica, you will be affected. It's all about the whole public charge rule, where public charge is somewhere them say, all right, don't come here, take them food stamp, them health insurance, whoever sponsor you, they are the ones who are supposed to foot the bill, not the system here. So they put it on pause until they figure out what they're going to do. So again, if you're here in the United States and you are married to your spouse here in the United States, go ahead and file your adjustment of status same way. But you mommy who's filing for your child back home, you daddy who's filing for your child back home, you husband or wifey who's filing for your husband and wifey back home, your case will be on pause. It will be put to the side. They don't care if you're at the NVC stage now, you upload a document qualify, waiting for an interview. It's just going to put on hold. Now, there are procedures that you must follow, right, to still stay relevant. So if you're at the NVC stage and they open the portal, still go ahead and upload your documents. Guys, we're on the list. They put us on the list. I don't know what else to tell you. We're still, trying to see what's what. But all I can say, persons who are in the country, you can still file for your green card. January the 21st. It starts.
Filed for go live in America. And you gonna go sit up on welfare?
You know, I can't understand how that young lady is a teacher. How are you a teacher and educator, but you are so anti-facts? You just talk based off of feelings only. It seems like you're always choosing the side of the oppressor. Why? Why is it that anything that any government say, you just run with it? You literally read out what the government say and state it as if it was a fact, when the information is readily available there for you to Google. From 1996, it is in immigration law. It is in the law that anybody that gets filed for, that gets a green card, you are ineligible for any form of government assistance, any form of government assistance, including of welfare or Medicaid or any form of government assistance for 5 years. Count them: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 years, you're not eligible for none of it at all. And even after those 5 years, you have to go through stringent procedures before you can qualify for any of those things. Plus, you would have to have an extensive work history as an immigrant to get these government assistance. Yeah? And even if there is any way or any form that you did get government assistance, you have the person who signs your affidavit, the person who filed for you, who is financially responsible for you. It is their responsibility to pay back whatever money that it is that you used from government spending. Now, there are programs in America. There are programs in America that people can get from, like food banks and them stuff there. But those are not what you call technically government spending and them things. And so you go, brother. Do a little research and understand. So when it is that you see an administration put out something like this talking about, oh, they are trying to cut government spending and them things, this is what you call gaslighting. This is gaslighting. This is they are pandering to people who are anti-immigrant, anti-immigration, and them something to get them to be on their side so they can do atrocities. So you as a Jamaican living in Jamaica who have no idea or comprehension of what immigration law is, I don't think you should be speaking on this so ill-informed, especially as somebody who is a teacher, when you could have simply Googled it. The truth of the matter is this, that they're claiming that they're trying to fight. They're trying to fight persons government's excessive spending. There are laws that are already in place that they could enforce, that if they do find somebody who is on welfare, just seek the sponsors and garnish their wages or audit them and get back every dollar. You understand? Banning the countries is not going to make you get back any of the money that was already spent. That is ridiculous and that is stupid, because the truth of the matter is the hardest working persons in America are immigrants, especially from Caribbean countries and African countries. And if we're going to speak about welfare and immigrants, you notice there are not one European country with people with the skin color of this that was banned. And those persons, there are clauses written into the immigration that allow those persons to get government assistance, especially the immigrants coming from places like the white Africans from South Africa, people from Netherlands, people Norwegians, and those persons who come across. There are things written into immigration laws that allow those persons to get special government grants.
Listen, all I Jamaican them with their America, when you start line up on yourself to come out on your yard. Because Trump say I'm going to take over a country when named Greenland. And right now, Europe now want Trump take over the place there because of Denmark won Greenland. You understand? And Denmark now want Trump to take over Greenland, and the whole of Europe are back. Denmark, Germany, France, England, Italy, Spain, everywhere. And Russia are back Denmark. And Putin say, anyhow Trump try to put a foot over Greenland. A war. You understand? So all of the Jamaican them with their America, watch out, start line up on yourself to come back on the country. Because guess what? If anything Trump go do wrong, them a target New York. I mean, know say most of the people them from Jamaica and New York then there, and some of them they are Florida. And make me show you how them are going to target New York, because they say New York a Trump city. New York is Trump place. You understand? New York is Trump state. You get me? I say that a Trump birth state, and Trump have whole heap of building in New York, and Florida is the next one, because Trump have him big main house of Florida. You see me? A Palm Beach. So let me tell you something, Jamaican. The two city one there in the most, them are going to target them. You understand? Them are going to target them. So if anything, you see jump off, you make sure say you line up to come out on your yard. And guess what? You have to come from before, because if them think they start no plane, they're going to lift up and fly out. Eh? In a real life. Hey, mate.
But I don't know if you hear what me tell you. Trump freeze visa processing 75 countries, including our beloved Jamaica. I mean, I gotta be honest with you, no? I saw this coming from a mile away. Because them say, because we're not on an isle, which me think isle is Jamaica still. But in honesty, Venezuela not too far from Jamaica, you know. I mean, I think nobody is surprised of this act. You know what I mean? With deportation and all of that, him sending back people back to Jamaica. And some practices what Jamaicans do in the United States. Trump don't want more Jamaican come in, hence the freeze. 75 countries, no for that. But Jamaica one of them, and that are the part where it hurt most people. Because a lot of people look forward to go to the United States for maybe a better life. But then if you know someone can find better life elsewhere, you know, Cayman Islands, even one of the Caribbean countries. But for most Jamaicans, United States are their first choice. But sad to say, the processing of visas from Jamaica is on a standstill right now. And that me wake up to. So may I tell you now.
Anyways, welcome back, guys. And can't you guys see that to every single one of you that have decided not to listen to black people, are you not seeing the repercussion? And before anybody will come up here and be like, oh, why are you talking about Jamaicans and Nigerians as well? Not in the we are for sure. We are, but it is not paining me as Jamaicans own is paining me. Yes, because honestly, I thought Jamaicans, after Americans, the black Americans, the next one I'm saying is Jamaican. In fact, at some point I was even thinking that Jamaicans are literally black Americans, honestly, because of the way they do their things and so on and so forth. See, I'm not saying that Jamaican people are bad. No, 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 I'm not saying that. I've had good friends from Jamaicans. But I can remember vividly when black people were literally saying it, talking it, pulling out the words, saying, see, you need to understand that as a black person, your proximity to whiteness will definitely not make you white. I remember black people always coming to say, okay, why don't you guys think we should campaign for this so and so person? And a lot of Jamaicans took out their time because they were thinking that this orange man is going to save them. They went ahead to vote for him. Now, after voting for him, what is the repercussion? 79 countries are on country bans. It simply means you can apply for visa, you can't get any visa, blah, 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 east, west, north, and south, which is including Nigeria, of which I know that there is no way that that orange man will do something that he will not include Nigeria. Are you okay? We are giant of Africa, for crying out loud. So he needs to include us because he feel like we are problem as well to the country. And I will not say I'm blaming him from anything. He has his country. He can be able to do whatsoever he needs. But Jamaican own is so painful to me. It's painful because Jamaicans came out. They campaigned. They campaigned. Instead of them to vote for people that look like them, they were busy singing and I will vote. Hey, vote Donald Trump. Yes, now he's voting them out of the country gradually. When he was already doing with Somalia's address, I knew that he was going to come to this level. And I knew that a lot of countries are still going to cry. Especially for those ones. One thing that if you check what the orange man is doing, he is literally looking for these set people that use their own hand to vote him. That is the people he's looking for. If you check the percentage and you say that, okay, this percentage is higher. These people voted me. Now, what's in hand? Oh, it's time for you to go. I have flush. He now flushed the system. And then coming to see comments where some Jamaicans are saying they would rather die in the US than going back to Jamaica. And I started asking myself, what's the problem with Jamaica? Jamaica is a place that we wish to visit one day. What's the problem? Is it that everything there is not good? Because why will you people be dropping comments like this and you people be saying, oh, than for you to leave Jamaica and you better remain in US? And God forbid you will not die. You will live to declare the words of God in the land of the living. Please, if this man said he don't need you, go back to your country. You will learn to listen to black people by force. You will learn to listen to black Americans. You will learn to understand that the only people that paved way for you guys to go to any part of America are black Americans. And I love the fact that a lot of people are learning the hard way. I so much love it. Oh my God, I can't emphasize on how much I love it. Because black people will tell you something, the people that built America, the people that were there already, the indigenous people, the foundational black Americans will tell you that this is the route that we're supposed to take. If, let's just assume that 50 to 60% took the route that black people were showing them, vote for the right person, by this time they will not be here. I saw a particular video where a Jamaican lady was like, oh, it's okay, she have never seen a president like Donald Trump. Even if he deports all of them, he will still be her best president. Go back to the house now. Go and rest. Go and rest. Go to Jamaica. Go and look for greener pasture there, because it doesn't matter even if you're a citizen or you're not a citizen. You are tagged as illegal. Illegal. Anyways, let me know what you think. Credit belongs to the original creator of every single clips and stitches we have in our today's episode. And if you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Please do subscribe, like this video, drop me your comments, and lastly, do not forget to share for every other person to get this good news. And yes, guys, with that being said, with no further ado, like I always say in my videos, I'm going to be saying bye, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Disclaimers, please. This is for educational purposes only, not to come here and defame or ruffle anyone's shoulder. Educational purposes. I want to say very thank you to every single one of you liking my videos, dropping commentary, supporting the channel, joining my membership, also dropping super thanks. I do not take you guys for granted. You guys are absolutely the best. Thank you for loving me. Thank you so much for the support, and I love you guys from the depth of my heart. Let me know what you think in the comment section. And yes, with that being said, I'm going to be saying bye, and I'll see you guys in my next one. For now, bye guys. Mwah.